ロライブ5期生シシロボタンです。 Let's do this。 敵見っけ。煙出るよ、煙。モクモクしてるね、これ。前から魚雷来てるよ。避けて避けて。前から魚雷来てるよ。避けて避けて。水中超音作動。発射。届くかな。空母見っけ。いいねいいね、私たちが勝ってるよ。届くかな。届くかな。このまま行けば勝てる。いけいけ。 い、燃えてる燃えてる。なんとかしないとこれ。よしよし、問題解決したわ。よっしゃ、ナイス。このまま行けば勝てる。いけいけ。したぜ。このまま行けば勝てる。いけいけ。やったー、勝ったぜー。いやー、楽しいね。We're off! Let's do this! Oh, hi there. Enemy force detected. Over there! Enemy battleship detected. Smoke generator's going. Enemy cruiser detected. All good now. Sure is foggy out there now. activated. Yep, torpedo got him. Yep, torpedo got him. Enemy battleship gone. It's gonna be ours. Yay! We're winners! We're the best! Let's get him!
Поставьте дым завесу! Поставьте дым завесу!
We're off! Let's do this!
Wow, there's a stranger. Hello, Marco.
Holy crow. Hi, Marco.
Haven't seen Marco in a while.
Ages.
How's Marco doing?
A nice surprise.
It is a pleasant surprise to see Marco.
Very nice, Marco. How you doing, bud?
Just like to say Marco.
Cola. I better not make you mad.
Oh, hi there. Enemy force detected. Smoke generator is going. Works away.
Well, that is certainly more important than checking out streams. Is it a good job? We're doing well, thank you. We've been streaming a lot more, so...
Yes. And they're coming out with Resident Evil 2 and 3, the originals.
They're detected.
Yay! We'll be able to stream them soon. I'm so excited I can just...
A couple times a week we're trying to stream something, so... Taking turns. But yes, the original Resident Evil 2 and 3 are coming to the Plus this summer, so... July. I'm assuming it's July.
So
Battleship detected. Uh-oh, main turret got blasted. All good now.
Well, that's good.
You owe me a kiss.
Very nice.
Awesome, Marco.
Whee!
Glad that you're doing well. Well, hello, Hab. How are you?
Yes, I know you too. I'm so
Torpedoes to
excited.
starboard.
I hope they put in trophies.
Me too.
It's probably yeah, it'd be a good platinum to try to get.
3 though, I can do 3 without having 3.
Naughty little torps right behind us.
I wonder if they'll put in the battle mode where you could do the fourth survivor with Chris and Ada. I hope they put in the mercenaries too for free.
We're winning. All good now.
Well,
Doing well, thank you.
Enemy battleship gone.
I was showing Mary Jane your bioran from last night with Enrico and Barry.
wow. I was screaming at the house. Shoot!
Engines back to normal.
Yeah, we do, Marco.
Crazy.
RoboCop 2's coming in July as well. Halloween's coming, summer camp. There's a trailer going to be released for it on Wednesday. Resident Evil 9 has been announced, yes.
Oh, that's a good birthday. Our daughter is the 29th. So she only gets to have a birthday once every 4 years.
It's being released on your birthday. I'm sure there'll be some nice surprises in that. I was doing Resident Evil 0 the other night. I think Wednesday night I'm going to do Wesker mode for Resident Evil 0. Indeed. I went into Wesker mode last night just to mess around with it. My goodness. It's much more difficult. Yeah, when you get cornered by like 5 Nemesis or 20 Hunters.
Yeah.
Or,
Nemesis, you could have taken care of me. I was very upset.
I don't think he wanted to
I was just screaming at them.
waste the ammo.
Move! Get out of the way!
Torpedoes right in front of
Because
us.
you don't get any ammo in that either.
They can't move that stuff.
Yay! We're winners. We're the
Yeah,
winners.
I know, but you go to pick up an herb and it's not an herb, it's a fucking key. Or you go to pick up a bullets and it's not bullets, it's a... Alright, premium supplies 5 done. I actually have quite a bit to do here. Well, yeah, it was funny because they were taking themselves out. So why would you waste the ammo on them? Imagine all Resident Evil games were like that. Well, to be honest, Marco, gun media can take a long walk off a short pier. I'm never going to buy a gun media game again. That's not a knock on anybody that wants to. But no, after what they did to Chainsaw, they showed their true colors and revealed that they are scamming, thieving crooks, and I'm not falling for it again. And they've completely
Certainly do.
they do, and they have completely disappeared off of social media now. Like they're not even in damage mode anymore. They just don't care. I have Kane Hodder, I guess money.
I could never want money that bad.
He did say he enjoyed the process, but what's next? I got to use a legendary tier 6 ship. Okay, twice. Yeah, it was about 7 years. It came out 2017. I got it 2019. And they cooked it this past December, New Year's Eve. So it's 2017 to 2024. And the lawsuit thing was just a big joke. That was, yes, there was a lawsuit, but that did not prevent them from adding content to the game. They could have added anything they wanted as long as it wasn't movie related. They could have came out with any type of character, any type of map, anything as long as it wasn't in the movies. And they simply, because Victor Miller, the guy who was doing the lawsuit, said, I don't care if they add stuff into the game as long as it has nothing to do with Jason. So they could have came out with 10 new counselors, new clothing. They couldn't release Jason X or the Jason X map, but they could have came up with, they could have just, they couldn't add Camp Forest Green from 6, but they could have just invented a map. And that's like the same thing with Chainsaw. Their excuse was it's reached full potential. You're telling me that you guys can't sit down and collectively as a group come up with some idea to put into that game? Yeah.
Friday was gun media?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're never again. Never again. Yeah, no.
And there was a lot of stuff that were supposed to come out that they had.
We paid money for?
Not just that, but there was a new killer, a new victim, an execution pack, another map. There was going to be another Rush Week mode for Sissy, and they canceled all of it. The game was too buggy. The patches were garbage.
The nerfing was fucking
The
ridiculous.
nerfing was ridiculous. They would patch something that would completely bug the game, and then they would take off for a 3-week vacation.
They'd laugh at fans on the complaining, calling you a bunch of names, and
they insulted their fan base.
Laughed at them, yeah.
I don't know how anybody could ever want to buy a gun media game.
Ever, yeah.
And that's eventually
they stole money from us.
What it was, Marco. Yeah, ripping off money. The content pass too was not even completed. There were items that everybody didn't get, and then they said, well, they fell at a scope. Well, that's an asinine statement. What do you mean it fell at a scope? You had all that stuff created in the first place. I have no idea what out of scope means.
Yeah, exactly.
It means we have to actually work to make this game better and we don't want to work.
That's the only reason why Vampire was playing it, because we had good friends that we played with.
Yeah.
He had good friends that he played with. I always feel like I'm playing too, right here. And they'd have a lot of fun, like laughing and joking and like just, you know.
Yeah, I mostly played it for like to play with my friends. Solo was a nightmare. I gave up on that ages ago. But
Got trophies.
and yeah, Marco, they released it on PlayStation Plus for free.
And a bunch of people got it, yeah.
A,
Our daughter-in-law got it.
a bunch of people get it and they start buying up all the content, and then as soon as it gets taken out of the PS Plus store, they pull the plug on the game. So you scamming, money grubbing bastards. They don't deserve to have another game ever again.
Well, they might have another game, but they don't deserve to have anybody buy it.
Well, they're going to have another game, but
I hope everybody plays it. At least the decent players that know something about gaming.
our money has reached its full potential when it comes to gun media. I don't care what it is. I mean, if it's free in the PS Plus store or somebody buys it for me, I'm not putting our money down on it, because you know what they'll do? A year in, they'll abandon it. That's what they do.
He called that about Chainsaw when it first came out. I'll give this a year. Not at first. After the first 2 weeks when they started nerfing everything.
Yeah.
You said this game is gonna be done in a year.
I saw somebody playing Mario Kart, the new one, and they were saying the same thing, that it's not as good as the other ones. Yeah, it was cheap. I remember buying the clothing and the execution packs for Jason and that for like $2. And that was suspicious too, because they were like, well, there's a lawsuit preventing us from doing anything with the game. So my question, what it was at first, then why are you still able to sell stuff? And then the whole the gun media employee that got caught black market selling Savini Jason codes and pocketing the money.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Hi, Vampira. All right, that's
Wow.
one legendary 6 ship done. One more, and we can get into some carriers.
Hi, Vampira.
I have a friend who streams old arcade games like Street Fighter and Battletoads, and those games look so much more fun than a lot of the new games that come out today.
For sure.
And I'm not a Dead by Daylight player, but that's 9 years going, and
Right. See, there's a game. They must do something. Updates and stuff.
they do constant updates. They're
Well, there you
always
go.
bringing in new characters, and
Who
they
makes that?
I don't. Who makes Dead by Daylight? Does anybody know? They put the money back into the game. They don't pocket the money.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's not all that good. I tried it once at my cousin's. I was Michael Myers, and
Very disappointing.
I'm not like bragging, but he said to me, have you ever played this before? Because you're getting everybody. I guess the game was new. And then I thought, wait a minute, like, I can't kill anybody here? I got to put them on this stupid tree hook thing, and it wasn't appealing to me. But behavior, oh okay, but yeah, all right. So
Out of Quebec. Interesting.
I didn't know it was out of Quebec. Okay, so it's Canadian. Well, they put their money back into the game.
Which is wonderful. Your money.
They put the fans' money back into the game. That's what you're like. Gun media, you give them 50 grand, 40 grand would go into their pocket, and 10 grand would go into the game, if even.
They couldn't fix glitches. They couldn't. All they did was nerf.
Well, I think summer camp is independently made, and I think it's going to be free.
煙出た。結構モクモク
The
してるね
guy's on
これ
Discord, actually. I'm in his group. And from the judging, the way it sounds, I think summer camp might be a free game. From what I've seen of it so far, it looks like a carbon copy of Jason without Jason.
よしよしもうやばいエンジンが損傷してる
Yeah. Same like concept. The counselors, the camp, the car, the phone fuse, except it's just not going to have any Jason-related content in it.
左から魚雷が来てるし
Well, I'm
逃げられるの
toast.
かなこれ
Oh well.
よっしゃナイス敵駆逐艦を撃沈したぜ
Sure did.
いいねいいね私たちが勝ってるよ
Some crap destroyer.
Okay, that would be why.
Well, I got an assist while I got... Look at that, my ship split in half. The prices of the Dead by Daylight content are... Because if I got it, the game's free, but the content's not. The only thing I would probably be interested in is Michael. But it's like $10, and for the amount of time I would play it... No, I wouldn't be... I don't mind watching somebody play it, but I can't get into it. Summer camp I'm definitely going to get into, and Halloween is coming. I don't know what the gun game is going to be. I'm shocked anybody would ever work with them again. Yeah, I get that thing on the PlayStation update. It says Dead by Daylight sales are going on, but yeah, they do put a lot of money back into their game, and they're always acquiring new licenses. I just wish it was more my style of a game, because I would be interested in playing it. Like even this game here, World of Warships. Every month there's updates, there's content, there's all kinds of stuff. I've been playing this for 6 years and I've never gotten bored of it, and there's always something new in the game. It's not the same old stuff over and over again. I think they should, I don't know, maybe not acquire horror movie licenses anymore, because there's always a problem with, licensing and merchandise and all this, and the rights to this and the rights to that. Somebody could come up. That's what summer camp, I think, is going to be. It's basically an imaginary game in the style of Friday. So the killer, as far as I know, is called the Stalker, and he somewhat resembles Jason, but it's not Jason. So I think he's going to have Jason's abilities, stalk and shift and morph. I also saw that there might be a killer in there that's loosely based on Pamela Voorhees. And some of the counselor screenshots were leaked, and they look a little bit like AJ and Tiffany and Vanessa. Yeah, I think that because that was the original title of Friday, wasn't it? Summer Camp, and then they acquired the Friday license. I know when you're playing Virtual Cabin, you can find that videotape that says Summer Camp on it. It's one of the puzzles, I think. All right, we're punching through this contest. That's done. Win 5 battles, done. Destroy 10 ships, I have 6. Earn 500,000 credits. 1 good battle, and I could probably have that. So I have to get to 120 of this campaign, and I'm at 114. So I should have that shortly. Check YouTube on Wednesday, though. That's when the trailer for summer camp drops. I heard some of the music for the Stalker, because, you know, Jason had his own music when he'd be chasing a counselor. So the music for the killer was leaked, and it actually sounds pretty good. Oh, really? Well, Marco, I besides the friends I made on it, I actually regret buying it. So we're opposite. No, okay, I don't necessarily regret buying it. No, Chainsaw.
Oh, I regret you buying it.
I wouldn't have met Sam.
No, besides that, besides the people that we met.
Besides the people I met, there's content in the game I wish I had never bought. Hands. Bones. Wyatt. For the amount I bought Hands, I think in January, and I used them maybe 15 times. Just not a fan of them. Too clunky, too slow. I have never heard of it until you just mentioned it, Hab. What was it about? Independent horror game, though, right? So it has nothing to do with any film? Games that come out that have nothing to do with film seem to last longer than games that do. Like Chainsaw, we can't add anything in from part 2. Okay. What they're doing, Marco, is they're going to switch to peer-to-peer net servers, and that is going to completely kill Chainsaw off, because what will happen is host is on the family side. So you watch one victim even gets close to escaping, I guarantee you the family host pulls the plug on the match. So kind of like when they pulled Chainsaw off of Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying out Silent Hill. I mean, everybody recommends it, so. Are you telling me that not one of those torpedoes connected? Well, like Friday was a teamwork game. If you wanted to escape, put a car together, or even get a Jason kill, you had to work with your team. A banger? A banger is a good thing. I actually still have a couple games that I haven't streamed yet. I'm not done Resident Evil Revelations 2. Oh, good hit. I gotta try to figure out how to do that. She doesn't want to do it. She's too old school Resident Evil.
She's too crippled in her hands.
And her hands aren't coordinated enough to figure out the new control. You know what? I'm having trouble with them too. I've seen a lot of people play it, and it looks good, but a lot of the time they're not available in the store for free. It's like I don't have a lot of money to spend on games. And then when I start to see something that I want, something will come out, like RoboCop's coming out in July. That's a game I definitely want because that...
I can't stand that. We have two TVs, though, right beside each other.
Yeah, does it work on two TVs? Oh, nailed them with 3 torps.
Split screen would not work for me. I have vertigo really bad, and it would make me dizzy, and I would lose my mind.
RoboCop 2 actually is only about $30.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Hmm? Yeah, I know. I pre-ordered the first RoboCop. I got all of the DLC with it. But the sequel, which I'm assuming it's not going to be as long. So it's obviously cheaper. 'Cause at first I thought it was an add-on. That you would have to have the first game in order to play the second part, but apparently it's actually a completely different game. You don't need to own the first RoboCop to get it.
Yeah, his cousin used to play split screen with his friends, and I couldn't even watch him play because he gave me vertigo bad.
Some split screen games I can do, but even like Mary Jane has a problem with vertigo, and it's the spinning of the screen. We have we play Red Dead together. Right beside each other, and we're in like the same posse. So when I look over on her TV, I can see me, and vice versa. But like the newer Resident Evil games, the way the controls are and the way the camera view are, she has a lot of difficulty with. Even it takes me a while to get the hang of some of them. I just tried the original 4 again. I was just messing around in it, and my goodness, the controls are terrible. And I'm really good at the original 4. Really good. But they're not PS2 controls. They're PS3 controls. I never played it on the 3. So when you go to aim, not that auto aim is needed, but you've got to move 2 sticks in order to aim the gun, and then you got to press 2 buttons to fire, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm dying in 4 in the dumbest spots.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then Ashley, controlling her on this version of the 4 is a pain in the neck. Help me, Leon!
I like the wait, follow, that's pretty funny.
Whoops, I'm in the boundary line.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? Oh boy.
The part where you get into the castle and you got to turn on the, you got to do the wheels, you got to crank down the the platform, and you have to have Leon's sniper rifle equipped because they're coming at her on the bridge. I just got there, and they've killed her 6 times.
Oh, you used to be so good at that.
I was good at it
Yeah.
on the 2, not on the 3.
Oh. Oh, so now it's all new controls.
It's different controls, and I'm trying to figure out how to get to if there's like a different controller setting. There's not.
Oh, there has to be. For Resident Evil, there has to be.
Autopilot mode enabled.
See.
Stations requesting fire on the designated target.
I have my previous saved file still in there where I have the hand cannon and the Chicago typewriter, and I could do that. But if I wanted to stream it again, I don't think I'd want to use, you know, I mean, it's not that it's cheating, but sure if I play, oh, good hit. If I played it long enough, I'd probably get the hang of it again. I just, yeah, noticed that every time they bring a Resident Evil game to another system, they mess the controls up so much. And I've been doing like 1 remastered, playing a little bit of 2, then I was doing Resident Evil 0. So then you go into Resident Evil 4, the original, you're so used to the other controls of the You're so used to the controls of another Resident Evil game that, because when I started playing the original 4 again, my mind was popping in the like 0 controls. I'm like, no, that's not how you run here, and then no, this is not how you shoot, and it was just backwards. So it's going to take me a while to get the hang of the 4 controls again. I'm actually a little impressed here. I have a team that didn't get sunk in the first 30 seconds of the match.
Concentrate fire on the
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
in layman's terms. Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, Marco. You can customize your controls and put whatever you want them to be, because I know for a fact this one doesn't. I know for a fact in the original 4 you could run and shoot at the same time. This version of it you can't. You got to stop and shoot. So, you know when they like swing an axe at you or a knife, you can't like dodge it, and you can't get out of the way. And the quick turn I find is a little choppy. And every time they swing a melee weapon at me, my mind automatically goes into Resident Evil 4 Remake, where you can bring your knife up and block it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you can't do that in this game.
Like me in 1 trying to do the quick turn.
Yeah, it's like playing 1, and then you go to quick turn, and then you forget, oh yeah, there is no quick turn.
There is no quick turn.
Is this guy, yeah, this guy's coming after me for some reason. The carrier, right here, enemy carrier sighted. He's cooked, though. He's not going to last. And he's done.
Decepticons! Shoot that puny Autobot!
Hmm? You gotta go to her. Oh, you're right on the bottom right-hand corner, bottom left corner. Over 1.
Autopilot mode
Yep.
disabled.
What says land test?
Right there, rifle cartridges, vermin. Second page. Little page on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4 down. I'm looking right at it. No. Nope. Yeah, that's it. Right there. You're on it right there. And they're on sale. I'm not quite sure where this last battleship is, but okay. This cruiser here looks like he's just trying to survive the match. I mean, I kind of can't blame him. His team looks like they threw him under the bus. It's not too bad for carrier, though. I mean, I didn't get anybody, but I got 2 assists.
Fighter returning to ship.
I don't know, honey. Did you get them out of your inventory? Oh, well then you're full. It's bugged. Well, I got 1 hit on him. I've got 20 seconds. Can I get to him in time?
I always knew
10
that
seconds. I don't think I'll get him though.
Decepticons closer to victory. Fighter airborne.
He barely survived. Actually, you know what? I think that might finish the campaign. That's 5 missions done. That actually could do it. Yes and no, Marco. Some ships are more powerful than others. One more challenge. I just want another 2-day premium membership. There's a Russian carrier that used to be extremely powerful, this one here, but they nerfed it because apparently too many players were upset that his skip bombs, the ones that skip across the water, were too powerful, so they nerfed the ship. So now my next challenge is to earn Commander XP. I can be just about any ship I want. I'm going to go back and use the carrier again. 1 minute. Mary Jane's just on the phone. My next challenge is to get 15,000 Commander XP, which I think if I do well in one battle, I'll be able to pull it off.
Should go over there.
What I have to do is the campaign this month was to unlock this ship, which one more challenge done and I will have it. What you were saying, Marco, some ships, like a destroyer, one single small destroyer can take out an entire fleet of battleships if you know what you're doing. I mean, some ships can be pay to win, but I mean, I do have a huge list of different ships with different abilities to choose from, but I do like using the aircraft carrier a lot because at first I sucked with them, but with practice you start to get a little bit better. Some of them are expensive.
Can you go to the garage when you're done? Never mind.
Like I played for 4 years, and you got to constantly play it to get in-game currency, which is like coins. Now, a lot of the stuff I'll admit to purchase can be very expensive, but you don't have to buy it in order to proceed in the game or to advance or to get better. There are some ships that are considered extremely powerful that, like I myself personally, have been tanked in by something less powerful. It's more strategy based.
Let us crush the pathetic Autobots!
Like the main purpose of a carrier isn't to necessarily sink anybody. It's more or less to spot the enemy for your team and mark them on the map.
But, no.
There are Autobots attacking us!
Yeah, it does play a big role. Like what I just did there is I marked the enemy position for the team, and I got a couple of good torpedo hits.
Absolutely.
So that will let my teammates know where the enemy ships are coming and what direction.
Dispatch Autobots! Show no mercy!
And you also have to watch your fuel consumption on your planes.
It's not
Haha, good evening, Retro Man. How are you tonight? Thanks for popping in. It's going well?
he's not having TV.
It is spectacular. A little pricey, but it is a great fun. Just trying to even up the odds here. We're about one ship down apiece. Now there's two.
Put him on the phone.
I always knew that my command brings Decepticons closer to victory.
I'm gonna do.
Well, he just got sunk before I could hit him.
I'm gonna go kill my arm.
Fighter returning to ship.
I think I can move my carrier up a little bit.
Autopilot mode enabled.
That's actually a good comparison indeed.
Where is your switch?
Yeah, I gotta move. These guys are bearing right down on me.
You don't. Better. Fine.
You can play that. I have a Commodore thing on my laptop that I can play 1942 on. Yeah, they're coming right after me. Oh yeah, they're hitting me. Thankfully, I have a team that's actually watching my back. And I think the Missouri just got tanked. Yes, he did. So yeah, actually, it's all right. I have some good teammates here. Oh, he's gonna blind us with some smoke. That was close. How did I not moved? They would have tanked me. Alright, we'll spot this guy for our teammates. It's very difficult to hit a cruiser in this game with torpedoes because they're so nimble and they can just turn out of it. Like that there. They're actually winning on points here.
How can the Autobots take the lead? It's Megatron's fault.
One good set of armor-penetrating bombs should send this guy down. Oh, nice. Got him.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Hey, it's that crafty cruiser again. Oh, good hit. Good hit.
Torpedoes direct front.
Oh, he tanked me. Well, we're going to take him out, too. I hope. Yep.
Autobot cruiser founded.
However, all of our ships went down. But I've unlocked the campaign. It's done. I've completed it. We're going to have to try out our new toy. And I have a bunch of reward crates. All right, let's pick some upgrades for our new ship. All right, so we're going to go for accuracy. So the 103 million coins. So Marco, that's like, took me about 8 months to acquire that, plus completing challenges. So, and I also don't have to purchase a premium membership for about 3 months. I actually won a 100-day free membership, so I get all the premium stuff already. So I don't have to spend money in this for a while. But now I am anxious to check this new ship out. I'm going to pick a new camouflage. I'm actually a little surprised it didn't. Oh, it did come with one. Okay. I have, Sam, and hello. Thank you for coming in. I played it a couple times, but I found it was too sweaty, if that makes sense.
Okay, you could have been.
I do have a friend that used to play it, but I don't know if she plays it anymore. I'd have to check. About 6 months ago. I am going to try out the new ship that I have just... This took me 40 days to unlock. That campaign was 40 days. I always wanted to try the Battle for Berlin mission. But I might give it another whirl. We'll see. Man, look at the size of this thing. From the gameplay I saw of that map, it looked pretty difficult.
Yeah, bullshitter.
Klar machen zum Gefecht.
I've had this game for like 6 years, and I've only streamed it a few times. This is actually the one game I've been consistently playing. All right, so we're a little slow, but...
Do you have a switch in your hand?
Oh, I would love to actually try something with planes. I prefer planes. That's why I actually prefer carriers in this game than battleships.
Jäger in der Luft. Hydroakustische Suche ist an.
Ooh,
Wir finden die schon.
I love that sound. That's the downside to the carriers in this game. You don't really get to pick the plane. or dogfight. Oh, they have jets now, do they?
Kreuzer entdeckt.
Well, they're trying to tank me here.
Ding, ding. Feueralarm. Schau mal. Jetzt ist alles gut. Ding, ding, ding. Feueralarm.
There was a Medal of Honor game where you got to jump out of the back of an airplane. I don't remember which one it was.
Das Wasser ist kalt. Es ist überall.
Airborne? I think it was Medal of Honor Airborne. Well, that's it. I'm actually tanked here. That was my fault.
And he said, fucking.
Really powerful ship, but bad maneuverability.
He said,
What other challenges do I have left here? There's weekly challenges, which will give me more gold. Let's see. I'm also working on this ship here.
did he swear?
I have all of the original Medal of Honors on PlayStation 2. It's sadly they haven't come out on the Plus for the 5. I wish I could stream my PS2 collection because I might not ever play my 5 again.
His father.
So I need to destroy 15 ships. This is my favorite ship in the game right here. Love it. And you'll probably see why.
No, you better get off your arse and go fight.
It is called the Brandenburg. It was a German battleship that, like most of them, never got built.
Yeah.
Roughly the same size as the Bismarck. However, the guns were less caliber, but the secondary guns on this thing are
If you want to
incredible. Actually, the Bismarck is my favorite, like, real-life battleship.
Gigi, klar machen zum Gefecht.
Like, Bismarck had twin guns at the front turrets and the back. This one's got 3, 6, 12.
It's coming from everybody.
Less caliber, though. I actually also have the Yamato. It's powerful, but it's really big, and it's very hard to maneuver. Sometimes just because the ship is bigger doesn't mean it's better, if that makes sense.
Gegner gefunden.
Like, yeah, I'll sit on
Even
it.
in the game, it's massive. Actually, I'll run that one next. You can get a look at it.
Jäger in der Luft.
Yeah, thank goodness they did sink that thing, eh? They were going to beach it and use it as a... imagine beaching a battleship and using it as a beach fortification. Oh, they never would have gotten by it. Now we're going to see the secondary guns go crazy here. Look at that! It tanked that destroyer. We got torpedoes on this too. Oh, you don't have to be sorry for that, Marco. I understand you're busy, and I'm around. I really appreciate you coming by and saying hello again. I'm glad things are working out well for you over there. You have a good week and enjoy everything, and don't work too hard.
Sehr gut. Gegnerischer Kreuzer vernichtet. Wir gewinnen! Yay!
Take care, Marco. We'll hope to see you again.
Wir schaffen das.
If used correctly, this battleship is so deadly. I love it.
Torpedowerfer ausgefallen. Wir schaffen das.
Clean win. Just like I planned.
Juhu! Gewonnen!
Not bad. I didn't even have to really shoot anything, and my secondary guns tore through quite a bit of the enemy. All right, yeah, the Yamoto. Oh, see, okay, so this game comes with either a real commanders that existed in real life, or every so often there are characters added to the game, like special commanders that you can equip on certain ships. And like, for example, the voice you did here was this young lady. Each little commander has different abilities, and one of the special abilities is like Kiara Takanashi. She's got, so if I'm within, I think, 5 kilometers of a friendly ship, my damage slowly starts to repair itself over time. Like another one, for example, I have there was a Transformers contest on last month, and I was able to unlock a Decepticon that I have equipped on certain ships. Now the Yamato. Like, this thing is so big in the game, it doesn't even really fit on the it doesn't even fit on the screen. Now my special commander here is this guy, and this gives me he gives me bonuses for armor penetrating shells. So what you would normally get for hit points is actually increased by like double with this guy. He's got a really weird sounding voice too, but he's pretty good. But as you see, I've sunk 627 enemy ships with the Yamato. The problem with it is it's too slow. And if you're broadside on that ship, you can get sunk so easily with it. Just because it's bigger doesn't mean it's better.
I'd say something, but I won't.
Size does not matter when it comes to battleships.
No, it doesn't.
I have been sunk by a cruiser in the Yamato with one shot. Yeah, like look at it, just takes up the whole screen here.
All forces, protect the base. All forces, provide cover for that target.
Many thanks. Action stations.
Son?
Oh, it does look really cool. It's just super slow. I'm not sure what top speed is. 26 knots, maybe?
Enemy force detected.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Fighter airborne.
Attention, reporting the target position. Attention, reporting the target position.
Look at my own teammate here. He's gonna push me out of the way.
Attention, reporting the target position. Attention, reporting the target position.
Ah, you can like feel it in the controller too. Like, oh, turn.
Attention, reporting the target position. Attention, reporting the target position.
Alright, this German battleship has got his broadside exposed to me. I just cooked off about half his health points with that salvo.
Fire alarm. Problem solved, sir.
I need fire support.
Wham! And that ends that battle. Well, my objectives are just pretty much to sink ships, so we just got to keep going and hope for the best. I think now I am going to switch over to the Bismarck's sister ship, the Tirpitz, which is terrifying.
Kikeriki! Klar machen zum Gefecht!
Let's show them what we're made of.
Oh, we got an enemy carrier on the board. Isn't that nice?
Oha, schau! Wir haben den Gegner gefunden!
Enemy carrier sighted.
We are giving in! Yay! Feuerwehr! Juhu! Wir schaffen das! Feueralarm! Hab einen nervigen Zerstörer erwischt. Das hast du davon. Jäger in der Luft! Jetzt ist alles gut.
Oh, the carriers have no armor.
Jäger kommt nach Hause! Feuer rein!
I don't think that battleship is any threat to me over there.
Nice work.
Wir schaffen das! Juhu! Gewonnen!
All right, well, that was another 4 challenges completed. No, that was computer, but I am going to go into against real players very short. I need to destroy 5 more ships and get a few more ribbons, and I will have all of my challenges done. Oh, you can play against bots on Enlisted too? So for practice and whatnot? I would definitely need some practice. All right, German carrier. Once again, never existed, only on paper. And Sam, I apologize that I wasn't subscribed to you before, but I have done it now.
This is a bus. There is a
Let us crush the pathetic Autobots!
You're very welcome. Thank you. Yeah, I just sailed into the wrong area. Flew into the wrong area, I should say. I normally don't get a lot of sinkings with carriers, but they are fun to play as.
Get that Autobot! Show no mercy!
They're Messerschmitts, actually. BF-110 torpedo planes. See, they never had any carriers except one, and they never used it, right? So they were not very smart. Man, whatever cruiser this is, it's got massive anti-aircraft fire. Oh! Gee, how is that guy still floating?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Both my team's destroyers are down already. That's not good.
How can the Autobots take the lead?
And we've lost a battleship already too, man. My team's getting tanked. Well, if these two guys would stop hanging back doing nothing. So a lot of times against real players, I try to communicate the position of the enemy for my team, and then after a while I notice they're just completely ignoring me. So I'd stop. I mean, okay, fine. If you look at the scoreboard at the top there. Oh, yeah, wow.
Oh! The Autobots can never win! I can't believe this!
Yeah, you can't pin that one on me. I tried. That was a terribly, terribly lopsided match.
Autopilot mode enabled.
I can't believe that. We've only managed to sink one cruiser. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm just out trying to get these challenges completed, right? Some matches you do okay, some you don't. This one, my team got tanked in about 4 minutes. There was another good hit there. And my carrier's under attack. There's not much I can do about it.
Torpedoes, dead ahead!
Points are points. And that will end that particular battle. All right. That was bad. I mean, this other challenge here caused 700,000 health point damage to ships. I'm almost there. The weekly assignments will give me free gold, which, you got to buy gold, right? So I won't have to buy it for a while. I think I played that, or was it World of Tanks? Might have been World of Tanks. And I wasn't too good at it right away. Like even this game here, I wasn't good at when I first started playing. And when I ended up getting into battleships, I thought, oh, now I'm going to be unstoppable. And then come to find out it's not about size or strength or how thick the armor of your ship might be. It is more strategy based. So, like, carriers are not supposed to sink enemy ships. They're supposed to spot the enemy, mark them on the map for your team, cause as much damage to the enemy ships as possible. But if you're out trying to sink ships with your planes, you're not going to make it very well. Now, I have sunk more than 4. One time I got 5 with a carrier, but it's very rare.
Let us crush the pathetic Autobots!
Yes, you definitely need a strategy with a carrier too, because they can just get sunk that quick by like a destroyer can take it out with one salvo. And there's another Sam. We have 2 Sams in the chat. Sam, my buddy, how are you doing?
There are Autobots attacking us! Airborne! Trying to destroy.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're well. I just caused flooding on the Musashi. The Musashi is like the Yamato's sister ship. Same size, same build. A little terrifying to see on the map. Hell yeah, if you're up for it, I'm up for it. Because I haven't been in except one night without you. It's just not the same anymore. Out of fuel. Alright, I think I can pull my carrier up just a little bit. I notice a lot of these enemy ships will hang back. Yeah, sounds good. I would totally be down for it. I was going through my archive the other night and I'm looking at all the matches I have to upload to the channel. you're in like all of them except like 3. They're pretty good though. The one I just did yesterday. I think I added it yesterday. It was you, me, and Renee. And I was Hans. And the Connie quit on us because she got caught at the battery. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. There was another game for it's called Heroes of the Pacific. It was for PlayStation 2. I adored that game. The amount of planes you could have in that. The Mustang. Hey, Tactic, how are you doing? It was a story-based game against bots. So basically, you were this pilot who was at Pearl Harbor, and then he joins the He's in the Air Force, and you go through all these different World War II missions, and it was Pearl Harbor themed. I hope they release that one day to the PS Plus because I loved it. If I could put my PS2 games up on the stream, I don't know if I would ever put my 5 on again. Alright, dive bombing on a cruiser is actually harder than it looks. Oh, I almost had him sunk.
Autopilot mode enabled.
A lot of the times too, when I'm using the carrier, I'll damage an enemy ship really, really bad, and then I'll go in for another run on them, and one of my teammates sinks them before I can get to them, and I'm just like, oh. I mean, it's no big deal. Teamwork is teamwork. But like that ship right there, I damaged him enough right down to his, he had like one little chunk of health left on his bar, and somebody came in and finished him off. It does kind of suck when sinking enemy ships is your objective. And look at that, I ran out of fuel. That's what ticks me off about carriers in this game, is that the planes run out of fuel a lot of the time before you even get to the target. When the carriers first got introduced in the game, they didn't have fuel. You could either run them until the armament ran out, or they all got shot down, and then they added in the fuel later on. I do. 1 second, okay? I think this guy is actually trying to come right at me. They're getting pretty close. I did spot the enemy carrier over there. Right now we're winning by about 100 points, so as long as we don't mess up too badly, we should have this. I'd like to get one ship, though. They take off with nine armor-penetrating bombs and 9 torpedo bombers. And then after a while, you have to wait about 60 seconds for the planes to refill. And like right there, I just got cooked. My whole squadron got wiped out by anti-aircraft fire. So if you look at the bottom right-hand corner, it says I have 5 of 18 on deck, and I have 9 dive bombers left. They are unlimited, but after a while, some of them do take a little while to refill. Right now, I've launched a full squadron. I might end up having to be able to launch only 3. And if I can nail this guy good, I think I got him. And see, my torpedoes he got sunk before my torpedoes hit him.
Brings Decepticons closer to victory.
Gee. There's one, I'll get more. That should have been mine. I'm sorry, it should have been mine.
Shoot him! Blast him! Eliminate him!
See, I'm a little bit closer to these enemy ships now, so I'm not going to have to worry too much about fuel.
You know there was one cigarette in that, right?
Now let's see, I wonder if I can sneak my carrier in here. But I still have a full squadron of torpedo bombers.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
They are really hitting the Masashi over there. His health points are almost drained. If I could get one good run on him, I might have him. And then watch, someone will take him out before I get to him. Let's see, here we go.
This puny battleship could never withstand the might of my weapons.
This guy definitely has an anti-aircraft build on his ship, because I can't even get close to him. He's good.
Decepticons! Shoot that puny Autobot!
Yeah, this guy is a good player. He's turning away from the torpedoes, and his anti-aircraft defenses are incredible. We were doing really well, and it's just me and this cruiser left too. We're still up on points though. Two hits on the enemy carrier. Yeah, this is going to be do or die. So I'm really running low on planes.
What? How can I be alone?
Oh, nailed the carrier.
Megatron! I'm better than any Autobot aircraft carrier!
And I am the last one left. Yeah, that was a good hit. He's making one desperate run at me here. But as you see, this destroyer can just take me right out, no problem. Oh, I held on. I won. We won. Good work. Good teamwork. That was a really good hit. And let's see, I've got to destroy 3 more ships for the weekly assignment. Yeah, for a second there, I thought we were about to lose it, because when I looked at the board and saw it was just me and one teammate left. Credit to that enemy carrier, because he took a chance and he thought it's do or die, and he went for it, and we were so close that we actually might have crashed into each other. But my armor penetrating rounds were actually really good on that one, and I lined him up perfectly and was able to take him out. Had he still been on the map and the match ended, or that destroyer was getting very close to me. And aircraft carriers have no armor whatsoever. They can be picked off, no problem. So I'm just getting a drink here, and it'd be nice if I can finish this last challenge in one battle. Let's see. Yes, this is my last challenge right here. So I just need to destroy 3 more ships. And that can be done in bot mode or standard mode, which is real players. So I'm 1, maybe 2 battles away. I can probably pull this weekly challenge off. I'm glad I was streaming that, because that was a good battle. It's not easy to do, especially using a carrier planes to sink another carrier. The deck armor on the carriers is actually pretty thick, and their anti-aircraft defenses are really, really tough to get through. And that one battleship that was hanging close by him was killing all my squads. I don't like to get greedy, but see, that one ship that I missed with the torpedoes by 2 seconds, I would have had 3 there. Oh, I've had some, I bet, I've had some pretty intense battles in this game. They used to have this mode in this where they haven't had it in ages. I don't know why. It's pretty fun. It's 4 teams of 3. So you get a destroyer, a cruiser, and a battleship on each team, and you basically have to capture the flag. And it can be nail-biting terror.
Oh, my headache is bad.
Oha, schau. Wir haben den Gegner gefunden.
This is what happens when I talk to them.
I wish they would bring that mode back, because I would like to play it again. But they haven't had it in a year?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Break their frozen hulls.
There's times you see some of these maps and you don't see any enemy ships at all. Like for this one, for example, I've seen a couple, but like I've only fired off 1 salvo. It's the luck of the where you spawn, I guess. Wow, where did they come from? Oh!
Das Wasser ist kalt. Es ist überall.
I'm taking on water here. Flooding will be controlled in about 6 seconds, though, so we're okay. Like, yeah, look, the entire enemy team is down, and I haven't seen anybody.
Jäger in der Luft.
Now we're getting some action.
Gegnerisches Schlachtschiff ist weg. Wir schaffen das.
All right, one more battle, one more sunk ship should do it, I think. Yes, destroy 15 ships. Yes, I can get you some. All right. Let's get her done.
Auf Gefechtsstation. Oha, schau. Wir haben den Gegner gefunden. Kikeriki! Kreuzer entdeckt. Jäger in der Luft.
All right, we just need one enemy ship sunk. Just one. I've got good opportunity to do it here.
Ding, ding, ding. Feueralarm. Jetzt ist alles gut. Wir gewinnen! Yay!
I could just crash into one of them and get it that way, but this is dangerous.
Ding, ding, ding. Feueralarm!
Ha!
Wir schaffen das.
Well, that guy took the target. Okay.
Wir schaffen das.
Looks like I gotta do another. Man, look at the fire damage. That's incredible. Yep. I didn't get any that round. I just have to sink one ship and I'm done all the challenges. All right. All right, we shall get it here or else. Then I quit.
Kikeriki! Klar machen zum Gefecht. Jäger in der Luft. Oha, schau. Wir haben den Gegner gefunden. Jäger kommt nach Hause.
There we go. We got it. One ship down. Now, I could probably get more than one, but one was all I needed.
Gegnerischer Kreuzer vernichtet. Jetzt ist alles gut. Juhu! Torpedos schwimmen.
Done. And that'll do it. Weekly assignments completed. That is actually a lot of stuff done for one single playthrough. And I also have a reward available here. Okay. Five crates. All right, so I have 9 reward crates to open. $700,000 coins and boosters. That's actually more than I could have asked for. So that'll do it. Well, I completed the campaign and finished all of my daily and weekly challenges in one sitting. So I'm going to call it there, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Wednesday night I'll be back, and I'm going to be doing Resident Evil 0 Wesker mode. So I look forward to playing that, and hopefully everybody can come out and say hello and get a kick out of watching Wesker play Resident Evil 0. So until then, thank you, everybody, for coming out. We hope to see you again soon. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for coming by, Sam. Have a good one.